Hello and welcome to CNB Bazaar Buzz, and we are in Gothenburg at the headquarters of Volvo, where, well, safety is again at the helm of affairs. But today on the show there's a lot to look forward to. So let's kickstart things with the Harley-Davidson 48 Special. Yes, it's launched in India with a new Milwaukee engine, and Preetham Bora has all the details for you.
Hello and welcome. Now, Harley-Davidson in India, it's been a while since they've introduced a brand new motorcycle. So this one today it's special. It joins the Sportster range. Of course, the 48 was there before, but this one's got some changes. For starters, it gets a higher ape hanger handlebar, sit up upright, and of course, new graphics, 70s inspired graphics. Looks really neat in this white shade. And the front suspension is new. It's fatter, 49mm forks. And the alloys are newly designed as well. In terms of the power plant, it gets the same Evolution 1200cc engine that we've seen in the earlier Sportster models. That remains the same, but this one gets a slightly different treatment with chrome and black. The earlier ones had only blacked out treatment. Same rear suspension, fully adjustable again. So that's the new Harley-Davidson 48 Special. It's the all-new model launched at 10,98,000 rupees ex-showroom. It's available in three colors: the white, there's a black, and there's also a red shade which is available. And Harley's also introduced a new upgraded model in the touring range. That's the new Street Glide Special. It's not all new per se, but it gets a new engine now. So it gets a Milwaukee-Eight 104 engine, which makes about 1860 cc, and it's a 4-valve per cylinder, so that's why it's called a Milwaukee-Eight, 8 valves in all, and it makes a massive 163 Newton meters of torque. Everything else remains the same on the Street Glide Special. Of course, it gets a new, what is called a boombox infotainment system. Now it gets a lot of new features. It gets navigation, built-in navigation, it gets Bluetooth connectivity, and you can pinch with your fingers, even gloved hands for that matter, and built-in radio. You can connect your smartphone with it. You can also activate it with voice via a microphone with your helmet. So that's the Street Glide Special. It's priced at the same. Of course, it gets a new engine, new features, but the price has been kept the same at 30,53,000 odd. That's the touring, the new upgraded touring range, the Street Glide Special. So Harley-Davidson India back with a bang with two new motorcycles. The 48 Special, all new. This one's an upgrade, but definitely a significant upgrade with a new engine, new features. So we'll hopefully get to ride this and bring you a first ride review when we get to ride them to see how much of a difference do these bikes make.
Well, we're glad to have Harley in India, and as always, the price point is extremely tempting. Well, let's move on to our next segment where we see the CNB Viewers' Choice Award winner, and he wins a new Renault Captur. Take a look. The NDTV Car and Bike Awards are the most credible automotive awards in India. 2017 had some serious contenders for the very popular CNB Viewers' Choice Award, and nominees included the Maruti Suzuki Dzire, the Jeep Compass, and even the Hyundai Verna. But it was the Renault Captur which sprung a surprise and got the maximum votes in our online poll for the Viewers' Choice Car of the Year. As per tradition, one lucky winner was chosen by a draw of lots, and he got the keys to to a brand new Renault Captur. We at Car and Bike constantly strive to bring in the best comprehensive information from the world of automobiles in India. Along with that, it is also a constant endeavor to bring in a dose of happiness, a ray of sunshine in our viewers' lives. And one such lucky viewer is with us here today, Ankit Kumar. Ankit, say hi to the camera, please. Hi. So, he is the lucky winner of the Viewer's Choice Car of the Year award, which is a brand new Renault Captur. So, let's get started with the whole ceremony and him taking the delivery of his new Renault Captur. The design of the Captur SUV is quirky, partly due to the coupe-like lines and the bold grille and diamond logo up front. The Captur is a typical urban compact SUV, which is stylish and desirable as well.
Trust me, I never thought that I was gonna get a car, and this is happening after quite a long time that I've won something in terms of a lucky draw or something. The process, the way it flows, and it's just a brilliant feeling. Like I was driving a Honda before, but never had a feeling that I'm gonna go towards Renault. But then when I see this, experiencing the entire car, the feelings entirely different. Like it has changed. So like now it depends, like the day I start driving it and the moment I take it out. Is my drivability inside the city is close to 100-150 kilometers, and yeah, so I'm just looking forward to an experience.
When asked about his favorite bits on the Renault Captur, here is what Ankit had to say.
Basically the inside feel and the feel of the car. Like I've always seen the car from outside. I haven't experienced this. The first time I'm experiencing a Renault. So experiencing it since last half an hour. So I realized like there's quite a lot of space, plus the ergonomics of the car looks nice. Depends like when we go out how it feels, what the drivability is like.
Yes, the excitement was palpable, and Ankit cannot wait to get behind the wheels of this brand new Renault Captur and drive away. But not before he quickly finished the paperwork and got a lowdown about his new car from the helpful people at the Renault dealership. Well, we are glad to always give away an award for the ones who give their valuable time to us at CNB. Now we move on to something that has been very close to our heart, racing and women in motorsports actually. Here's a look at RedBull's new initiative of honing talent when it comes to women in the motorsport field. Well, here's all the details, and Shubham Parshar has everything for you.
Young women getting ready to get behind the wheel in a sport which is mostly male-dominated, not only in India but across the world. It's a sure short sign of the times that motorsports in India has come of age.
Women are shoulder to shoulder with men in every genre or profession today. Be it musicians, filmmakers, sports stars, or even corporate officials, women are right there. We even have one in the Indian Air Force flying jets today. So why would they leave the track unattended? Welcome to the Red Bull Catch-Up, a go-kart racing tournament exclusively for women.
As many as 20 women from Mumbai, Delhi and Gurugram participated in the finals of the 2019 Red Bull Catch-Up, a one-of-a-kind all-women's go-karting event. The participants were divided into 5 groups who raced against Mira Erda, India's youngest female qualifier for the Formula LGB and Euro JK tyre racing. The group qualifiers were kicked off with Mira Erda starting at the end of the grid. And whoever she overtook was disqualified, and the participant to reach the finish line first before Erda qualified to compete with her in the final race.
It's a really good, event where we get a lot of girls, Indian girls, because in Indian motorsports it's very difficult to get female racers to get on the racetrack. So this is something which we tried with RedBull, and we are getting a good response that girls are coming.
Janvi Bhavsar from Mumbai topped the leaderboard, setting up the best lap time of 35.471 seconds. Bhavsar managed to pass the finish line in 9 laps without Erda being able to overtake her, which ultimately earned her the title of the RedBull Catch-Up 2019. The championship title also earned her a ticket to Singapore, where she will witness the Formula One Grand Prix this year.
Well, it's fun to be on the track with a go-kart, and we've always admired that. But it's now time to go in for a break. But on the other side, lots more to talk about. So stay tuned. Welcome back to CNB Bazaar Buzz, and right here with me is the XC90, Volvo's new version of autonomy, and moving towards that. So you can see cameras mounted all inside, but we'll have all of that for you very soon. But now let's get on to the replacement of an auto rickshaw, and that too from Bajaj. It's a quadricycle and it's called Qute, and Preetham Bora was there to review it for you.
Now, if you're traveling within the city, this one, the humble auto rickshaw, is probably the most convenient mode of public transport. Well, of course, it has shortcomings. It's not structurally very strong. It's not very safe. And of course, on a rainy day, you're exposed to the elements with rain coming in from the side because it's all open. But then that's exactly what Bajaj is trying to address. Make a slightly more upmarket, safer, slightly more covered version of the auto rickshaw, which is what is the new quadricycle. That's what we'll drive today and see how much of a difference does it make from this auto rickshaw that we're driving now.
Meet the Bajaj Qute, India's first quadricycle. It's slotted right between a 3-wheeled auto rickshaw and an entry-level car, and it's more or less the same size as an auto rickshaw. The Qute was first shown as a concept in 2012 and then in production form in 2016. But the Qute was said to be unsafe for Indian roads, and it's taken Bajaj almost 6 years of battling it out in courts to finally get it out to the market. It is road legal now, so you can buy it for commercial as well as personal use.
Well, it's got 4 wheels, yes, but it's definitely not a car. This is an entirely new segment. It's called a quadricycle, 4-wheel, and it's got a single-cylinder 216cc DTSI engine. What it does, what it's targeted as, is to replace the 3-wheel auto rickshaws. And of course, it has lower running costs than a conventional 2-wheeler commuter motorcycle in the 125cc or 150cc range. Now, it's got a steel monocoque body, it's got a steel roof. You can of course put roof rails there, and it's got a carrying capacity of 40 kg on the roof. Then the body is steel, but the boot, the engines at the rear, of course, the boot is plastic, and you get some storage space inside, about 20 kg of storage space inside. And lockable doors, again plastic, and the windows are sliding. You can lock, so you can't, the elements can't get in. If you're driving in rainy weather, the rain can be outside, you don't get to see any splashes. And of course, at the back, this one of course is the CNG version. It's only available as monofuel versions, either petrol or CNG. This one is the CNG version, and the engine here is at the rear. So that's the engine, 216cc engine, like a conventional motorcycle engine, of course DTSI 4-valve engine. It makes not very powerful, 10 bhp of power and 16 Newton meters of torque.
Soon as you're inside the cabin, the Qute definitely feels like it's a step up from an auto rickshaw. There's enough space to seat 4 adults, but the seats aren't adjustable, apart from the driver's seat, which can be adjusted by sliding front and rear. But the seat back is non-adjustable. But it's got enough leg and headroom at the rear for passengers to be seated comfortably. On the move, it feels a little more eager to build speed than an auto rickshaw, but maximum speed is limited to 70 km per hour. More importantly, its small size and tight turning radius makes it easy to maneuver in tight spots.
Now, compared to an auto rickshaw, this one definitely feels more comfortable. Of course, 4 wheels and you're protected from the elements as such. It's safer as well from an auto rickshaw, and it's a better handler as well. Now, this engine, it's got a 5-speed gearbox. It's a sequential gearbox, so you go all the way. Upshift is up like this, and to downshift you have to go down. Now, it's not very powerful, about 10 odd bhp of power and 16 Nm of torque, but within the city, due to its compact size and torquey engine, it's quite handy to drive around the city. The lack of power you feel only when climbing flyovers, and of course, if you get a clean stretch of road, it takes some time getting to its top speed of 65-70 km per hour. But overall, I think this one's definitely a step up from an auto rickshaw. It's got more protection from the elements and safer, and well, it can carry your entire family, and you can also use it as a people mover. Now, Bajaj also says that the Qute is targeted at people like delivery boys who carry big bags on a motorcycle, delivering things from e-commerce sites. So this one's got enough space at the back seat, which can be folded down and to carry your luggage, and definitely a very handy thing to have. And the best part is its running costs. Very cheap to run. It's cheaper than a conventional motorcycle, so that's a plus point. And of course, within the city, it's got a very tight turning radius. And you can drive within traffic very easily.
The Qute certainly offers a unique proposition, and its main USP is its low running costs. The CNG version of the Qute will have running costs of less than 1 rupee and 50 paise per kilometer. That will certainly appeal to those looking for the convenience of a car without being too hard on the pocket for daily use. And where the Qute also makes sense is in rural areas, where it can tackle broken tarmac and village roads quite capably.
There is no air conditioning, there is no blower even. All Bajaj has given out is vents here, and of course the sliding windows, you need to open these windows to let some air in. So on a hot day like this, it does get a little uncomfortable because there is no air conditioning. Of course, a 200cc engine, if you put an air conditioner, then performance will definitely go for a toss. But for small towns, narrow roads, the Qute really has its plus points.
The Bajaj Qute CNG variant is priced at 2,84,000 rupees ex-showroom, and the petrol variant is priced at around 2,64,000 rupees ex-showroom. That's almost a lakh more than your conventional auto rickshaw, and it's priced almost at par with your entry-level small car. The Qute's running and maintenance costs may be frugal, but it's the initial price tag which may be a bit of a speed breaker in it becoming a sales success.
Well, that's it for this show, and thank you for watching CNB Bazaar Buzz. We hope you enjoyed it. If you have any feedback, do reach out to us on our social handles. We are there on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even on YouTube. So it's out there. You can call us, you can
shout out to us and give us all your feedback. Well, now in this safety scenario, there has to be that one very prominent message that I have to give you. Well, if you're driving, always wear your seatbelts, and if you're riding, always wear your helmets. See you next week.